Hello, welcome in. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome in. Chill stream today. Just gonna do some Mario Kart. Chatting with you guys, that's long and short of it. It's been a bit of a long weekend. And it's gonna be a bit of a long week for me, so this week is gonna be very just relaxed. I'm not really gonna be doing too much. I know, well, okay. Let me put it this way. It's not that I'm low, it's that the music was a bit loud, mixed with the fact that if I go louder on my mic, it starts to peak. That is the issue at the moment. Like, here, So I'm doing this, but the issue is this is like me talking a bit quieter than I was. If I get as loud as I was, what the hell is happening with my mic? I don't get it. It's like, okay. I need to find... So I have the game open, but I'm gonna quickly do a thing where I... Okay. So what we've got going here, this is my OBS layout. It's just how I have it set up. Hello, Star. Welcome in. This is my mic, right? This is me talking as loud as I have been. And it is, like, stopping right here. I don't know why. I don't know why it's just stopping there. But this is how high it was before I changed to the, like, volume stuff on my mic. If I get into here is when it starts peaking. So that's kind of how I have that set up. And then everything else is just leveling by, like... I'm leveling everything entirely looking at the mixer. That is how I level everything. Alright. Oh. At this point, I think I'm gonna go until I hit one of two things. One, I hit a wall in my energy where I'm struggling to keep up the energy. Or until I hit 9,000. Depending on how quick that is. That's kind of the idea that I got for today's stream. But, while we're waiting, okay. Oh, right at the start of the race, okay. So, Wednesday, I'm gonna be playing Splatoon, just to keep it relevant for me, because I am at one point in the near future planning on playing the story of, Splatoon 1, and then Splatoon 2 and DLC, and then Splatoon 3, etc., like replaying it. So But, ultimately, I'm keeping Splatoon relevant because, it's not that I want to be a Splatoon streamer, but it's something that's somewhat easy for me to fall back on. Just like Mario Kart has been. But I feel like there's more I can do with Splatoon to make it more energetic, I guess. But when it comes to, like the future, when Splatoon 4 eventually comes out, I'm planning on streaming that to length. But, as well, Friday, I'm going to attempt to do web fishing. The reason why I say attempt is because I have no clue if my PC will handle it. My PC has been struggling to handle, a lot recently. To the point where, at some point this week, I'm actually going to start applying to jobs. Which means I might need to massively cut back on streaming. If I get, you know, stuff that interferes with, stream times. So, yeah. This PC is very much so. I have probably a year left with it at max. Like, it is very last legs. But, another thing as well, I am going to have a pseudo-reference, I say pseudo, I'll explain that in a bit. I'm going to have a pseudo-reference for my, character, that I'm gonna be able to put in, like, the Discord server and stuff, as a way of being like, hey, here's my character, if you want to do art with it, feel free. Because as much as I like this character, the one that I'm using, it's not my original character. I've made edits to it, but it's not my original character. So, I'm gonna have a pseudo-reference in the near future for people to be able to use if they want to do art with it. I say pseudo, because what it's going to be is, it is going to be pictures of my VR chat model that I've edited. Now, my VR chat model is largely exactly what I want for, my character. However, there are some details that are not in it just because, you know, it's not entirely my assets or anything like that. And so I'm going to do, like, small little, like, quote-unquote detailing, to the picture to make the reference more like my character. So that's something that, like, it'll look a bit awkward, but that's why it's a pseudo reference instead of like a full reference, is because it's going to be like an edited picture, I guess. That would still technically be a reference though. Whatever. It's not an official reference sheet, but it's a reference enough to say, hey, this is what my character looks like, sort of deal. But yeah, in near future, I mean probably like by the end of the month I'll have that ready to be posted. So yeah, if you like to do art, I will have that available for you if you want. I'm also planning on making art tags on like Blue Sky and stuff. to kind of be like, hey, if you want to do art, feel free. These are the tags you want to post them under so I can see them easier. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. But yeah, that's all future stuff. That's stuff that I've got going in the background. So. I will say, there is something I'm thinking of changing. And that is, the little water droplet under the eye. Now, the idea was, for lack of better explanation, the idea was like, I don't remember what they were called, but, the My Little Pony little, like, icons that they each had. That was the idea behind it. But the amount of times I've been asked who I've killed is insane. Because apparently that is a design thing. Where, like, apparently, like, the amount of, like, teardrops you have on your, like, tattooed on your face is the amount of people you've killed in prison or something like that. I had no idea. So, that's probably a design thing I'm going to change. I just need to figure out a better way to do it. Without it having that secondary meaning. So, I will say, if any of you have, like, a strong idea that I could put as, like, a way to say, like, a way to push the water elemental aspect of the character, on the face, without, like, you know, doing essentially what I already have. Yep, that was a mistake. Ah, shit. I'll take a second, though. For my second match of the day, that is not bad. But yeah, I'll say, I have... Let me grab... For a reference on my character, so far what I've got, there's gonna be slight edits to it still, but I've got this so far. I'll go into more detail later when the match isn't starting, but I'm sad. I missed that item set. Damn. Honestly, I'm fine with this map at this point. It is not out of season, really. It's slightly early, but not early enough where I'm gonna complain that we're playing this match in November. I'm getting hit with everything right now. Alright. So, this. As kind of like a thing. You get right here. This is big, but you get what I'm saying. This is kind of the idea that I have for the design. There's a very slight deviation in the hair, like the hair structure. But apart from that, that's essentially it. You get the two pairs of horns, the braid down the side, the blue and red, and then of course you get the teardrop, which I'm planning on changing. Now, it's difficult to see in this picture, but there are freckles. I just made more realistic freckles rather than the really bright dots that I have now. The outfit is largely the same, just I need more of a covering for Twitch, safe sort of thing. But generally, also get an anklet there. Generally, that is the design for the character that I've got. And so, this is what you're gonna have to work with. Yee. Now, I just need to say thank you to the great Hasuyuki for taking that picture and editing it for me. She's absolutely amazing. I honestly could not tell you how I've gotten to be around so many like talented people. It's insane. I apologize for the like stuttering every once in a while. There's not much I can do about it. It's an issue with my capture card. Either that or it's an issue with my PC, which is entirely possible as well. But it's an issue with something that I don't really have the ability to do anything about at the moment. I held the button. No! Oh, I was doing so good. I was so close. Ah. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna worry about that. Bum, bum, bum. Baby Park. We love Baby Park. Okay. Oh, come on. I'll take third. I'll take a third on Baby Park. So I decided to pick up Animal Crossing again the other day. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this at the end of last week, but I hadn't played it since like January-ish, like New Year's, because I think I did the New Year's event, but apart from that, I don't think I played. And it's like, I started doing things and I started remembering what I was planning with the island. And then, like, all of a sudden I'm seeing, like, I don't know, all these characters that, like, I'm really bad with getting attached to things that aren't real. I started seeing the villagers and I'm like, I left you for so long. I can't leave you again. Like, I legitimately, like, I was thinking of resetting the island. Because, the island was built around, like, my last name and my last bit of lore that aren't relevant at all anymore. And so I was just like, I don't want to be, I don't want to continue this island because of that. And then I was talking to some of the villagers and I'm like, I can't just get rid of them for something as simple as that. But I will say, I think if I were to reset it, I would want to do it now rather than waiting too long. Because then you start to get to the point where it's like, okay, the amount of people, or the amount of time I spend onto the island will grow to the point where it's like, okay, I can't do anything more. Oh, just over the finish line. Oh well. So off topic as well. I'm going on all these tangents today. So every once in a while, I'll open YouTube and there'll be some channel of someone that I haven't watched in years, or I knew about at one point in time but just never watched. Or in general, just finding a new channel that'll just come up and I'll start like binge watching a bunch of their stuff. It happened with Salty DK Dan, back when I was, you know, like playing Sonic Adventure 2 and whatnot, and started watching their stuff. The other day, Simple Flips came up on my feed. And now I never watched Simple. Like, I was aware of him, but I never actively watched his videos or anything. I knew about him because back when the Hobo Bros actually did gaming videos, and they did the one speedrunner versus 5 YouTubers for Mario 64. Absolutely loved those videos. So I knew about him from that. But he came up on my feed recently. And so I started watching some of his videos, and I have binge watched almost the entire Walkies series from Mario Maker 2. Like, it's the sort of thing where it's like, I never, like, you know, it was, what's the way I want to put this? He never seemed entertaining to me back in the day. Then again, at the time, I never saw speedrunners as, like, people who were entertainers. They were more like, they were streaming the challenge because it was a challenge that they needed recorded. That was always my view of it. And then I started watching Small Ant years ago. And that was really my first, like, view of, like, oh, speedrunners can actually be very, very entertaining while running. And so recently with Simple Flips coming up on my feed, it's like, I'm finally watching his solo stuff. And it's actually quite interesting. I thought that was a red shell coming at me, not a bullet bill. So that was complete time loss on my end, but okay. But yeah, no, it's like, it's so strange because watching a bunch of his videos and he's like talking about different parts of his life, and I'm like, I knew about him from like way back when. I am going to feel so old, but I'm going to look up when the Hobo Bros last posted. For those of you unaware, the Hobo Bros were Luke and Kevin, SMG4 and his brother, who now run Glitch Productions, who does stuff like Murder Drones and Digital Circus and stuff like that. They stopped doing Hobo Bros very shortly before Glitch became a thing. I never said I was old. I said it's going to make me feel old. 3 years ago. Their last video was 3 years ago. Their speedrunners versus YouTubers was 6 years ago. Okay, so, like, I'll be completely honest. That is not the oldest that I feel. You want to know how old I feel? at times. I watched popular MMOs before anything happened. Between, Pat and Jen. And before, Pat got arrested. That was a wild thing to find out about. I stopped watching relatively shortly after they separated, which that's completely up to them. They can do whatever. Just because I feel like that dynamic was a lot of their stuff. Nice shock dodge from me, apparently. I felt like that dynamic between them was a lot of their, like, was a lot of their humor. But, I stopped watching, and then it was, like, about a year or two ago that I found out that Pat got arrested for, public indecency. Like, that is... And I think assault, too. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, these are people I looked up to, and one of them got arrested. Like... That felt so strange to see. Lucky Block challenges, yeah. Lucky Block challenges, Lucky Block Bed Wars. Mod showcases. I don't remember what the series was called, but there's that one series where they were in structures that would burn to the ground and they had to survive. Like, there were some things that I absolutely loved that they posted. And to find out what happened is, like, it's so, like, staggering. Like, it's so strange. Like, I unironically, like, it's so weird, like, looking back. Like, I've mentioned this in the past, but the first YouTube channel I ever watched actively was Preston Plays. Back when he did a lot of Minecraft parkour. Like, that was probably 2012, 2013 era? No, it probably would have been more like 2014, but like that was really early for me, and he like doesn't do that sort of stuff anymore. I haven't watched him in years. But it's like I've been like going back through and like reminiscing about a lot of old channels that I used to watch that I don't anymore because one reason or another, and how much they've changed as people. Some for the better, some for the worse. And it's just like, it's odd to think about. Sky does Minecraft. Yeah, I never watched them, largely because a lot of their stuff felt very scripted to me. And that's just me. I know that a lot of times now, like, Um, like, stuff could feel scripted without it feeling scripted. It's very awkward. But, like, over time, changing, like, the people that I watch, a lot of times I'll, like, go back and be like, specifically, the reason why I don't watch Preston anymore is a lot of his stuff started feeling scripted. It was a lot of the classic, like, YouTuber, feel where it was like, okay, I'm gonna do this today, and oh, they're never gonna find me in this cabinet, and then they find them in this cabinet in the last 5 seconds. It's like, it feels so incredibly scripted. Watching YouTube was either Mark or Felix. Felix's YouTuber sim mobile game years ago. That's when I found Vanoss and Delirious. Yeah, no, early on, I never left the Minecraft sphere, in terms of content creators. But I started watching Mark. Mark and Jack, specifically. I don't watch Jack much anymore. But I want to say I started watching Mark. It was after his hair dye days. Early on after his hair dye days, but after his hair dye. Ugh. But, like, I was around for Unis Honest in 2020. Unis Honest was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I still watch Mark to this day. Mark is an amazing creator. He's going through a rough time right now. Because he posted a video recently. I'm not going to go into detail about it, because it's not my place to talk about it. But, like, on top of not his TV series, but a TV series that he was in that just came out, and him doing a movie, and him doing YouTube. Like, he is incredibly busy, but he still wants to try and find time to make YouTube videos. Like, that's someone who absolutely loves what they do. And that's how I strive to be. It's so insane. But, like, he's been, like, very hit or miss with posting videos. And for good reason. But it's like, I still watch all of his videos when they come out. Like, he is one of the few YouTubers that I actively, like, will watch. Like, I will drop what I am doing to watch their videos. A lot of the times I'll be like, oh, this creator I follow and like to watch the videos of just posted a video. I'll watch it later. Wow, okay. I am struggling this map. But yeah, no, I just, I enjoy, my comfort YouTubers. Pokemon Smasher Pass. Yeah, that was a while ago. That started a trend. This sucks. But yeah, no, just going back and watching some older videos from creators that I, you know, used to follow or whatever. It's strangely nostalgic, but at the same time, it's like, on top of the fact that, like, you know, humor has changed over time, references have changed over time, how YouTube works as a system has largely changed over time. It's very nice to think about when I'm watching older videos from creators that I like. It's interesting to be like, how far I've come from the person watching this, right? Because it's like, specifically, I'll give an example. I mentioned I watched Preston back in the day. But like, his channel is the reason I'm doing what I'm doing now, if that makes sense. Like, his channel largely inspired, not inspired, but like, his channel is what kind of catalyzed my ideas for why I wanted to be a content creator. Like, I very much so, like, his videos were a lot of why I am doing what I'm doing. And so just to, like, look back at those and be like, look at how far I've come. I'm actually doing what I wanted to do way back then is really heartwarming to me. I don't know. It's just, it's a strange feeling, but at the end of the day, like, they were just having fun. But yeah, no, I hate how scripted a lot of YouTube is these days. Or at least feels. Because it's like, okay. When it comes to YouTube, right? You either get the people who just post clips from their streams. Or you get the people who, like, a lot of the people who are at all kid-friendly, right? Not all, not people who post for kids, but people who are kid-friendly. A lot of this stuff feels scripted these days. Just across the board. Because that's how YouTube has become. Everything needs to be scripted. Everything needs a story. Everything needs to have that sort of conclusion to it. And it sucks, because people like me who just want people having a good time, a lot of channels I just can't watch. Not because I don't think the content is good, but because it feels scripted. And largely, that's a lot of channels that I used to watch as a kid. And so I've started watching people now more like Smitty, the Goons, stuff like that. Even Mark doesn't have stuff that feels scripted, but like I'm fitting Mark in with like Smitty and stuff like that, where that stuff feels all very like real and very like spur of the moment type humor. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I miss old YouTube from the standpoint of I miss when everything was just people posting funny videos, people posting videos that they just enjoyed making. Now it's all, oh, you need to appease the algorithm. Oh, you need to, like, it's become so mechanical. Everyone's out there. Yeah, no, absolutely. I will say, and this is entirely my opinion, I don't care for watching Puffer too much out of the group. Solely from the standpoint of he feels, and I get that this is largely a bit, but he always feels very angry and constantly blaming people for things. So I don't really care to watch his stuff on his own. Like, him being in a video won't, like, take me out of the video whatsoever. But I don't really watch his stuff. And again, that's entirely my opinion. That's my thoughts on it. Whatever. But like, like that whole group, when they're all together, they have the sort of, chemistry that I liked about old YouTube that I used to watch. It was just a bunch of friends having fun together. But yeah. I played really well that match, too. That sucks. The Clueless podcast? Okay, so I am very bad at listening to podcasts. Very bad. I have been trying to catch up on the Goons podcast. To the point where I am on, like, episode 50-something. And they keep releasing videos, and they're almost at number 200. It is so insane. I have so much to catch up on. And then I'm like, okay, I'll listen to the Clueless podcast when it comes out. Then they started posting more than one a week, and I can't keep up with it. It is so difficult. Because it's like, I really do. I want to listen to these podcasts. These two in specifics. Because it is essentially their videos, but without the gameplay. That's it. And so, it's like, it's the exact sort of stuff that I want to watch, but sitting down and actually setting aside an hour to listen to it, in terms of the Goons podcast, and then in Clueless, it's what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? Like, that's setting aside, like, 4 hours a week just to stay with them. That's not even to catch up. That is, like, in order to catch up, I need to set aside, like, 12 hours throughout the week just to eventually catch up. It is so annoyingly difficult to, like, keep up with these sorts of things. I don't know how people do it. Wow, I actually hit that. Oh, come on. So, the issue with that, right? One, that requires my PC to be able to edit. I am not super, confident in my ability to edit with this PC. Two, I actually need to be actively listening while I'm editing. It makes it very difficult, too. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest, I'm still in the process of, like, working through all of my VODs to, like, figure out what I should and shouldn't use for it. That I haven't even gotten around to, like, editing it together yet. But I am not confident in my PC's ability to edit. Like, to run the editing program. For those of you unaware, editing programs are very processor heavy. And, I've been running into an issue where, I was celebrating a friend's birthday, over the weekend, in VR. I was in a world with 10 people. I was getting 5 frames a second. Ten people. Now keep in mind, I'm in VR for this. You know how sickening 5 frames a second is in VR? It is insane. It is 10 people, too. Like, that's it. Like, such a small amount of people, given how VR chat is quote-unquote supposed to be. The idea of VR chat is you're in, like, 30-plus people worlds. Meeting new people in, like, public worlds. I can't do that. I physically cannot do that. Like, I'll be 100% on... Well, and with on top of getting 5 frames a second, both my CPU and GPU were maxed out the entire time. Now keep in mind, this is 10 of my friends. So I'm not just gonna hide their avatars, because at any moment, any last one of them could, like, just kind of walk up to me and be like, hey, let's talk, sort of thing. And then I have to go through the process of, like, showing their avatar, and it's like... It's so annoying. I am so limited by my PC at this point. Like... Like, these are reasons why I am actively, like, this week going to apply to jobs. Because I can't keep using this PC for things. Oh, I'm so glad that actually worked. Wait, I'm in first? What? When the fuck did that happen? I was fully expecting the blue shell to pass me. Hopefully it'll go up. Yeah, the specific job I'm going to be applying for, like, the one that I actually have my eyes set on, and I'm going to, go in tomorrow, actually, to, like, talk to the owner of the place. It's a local thing. So I'm not going to, like, say what it is because it's a very local thing. Like, I think there's only one of them in the world, and it is the one nearby because it's a local business. But apparently my folks know the owner, which is, you know, that's cool. To the point where I might not even need a resume. But it's the sort of thing where it's like, I'm gonna get a resume set up, all that sort of stuff. But it's weekend times. Which means that it won't cut into my streaming at all. If that doesn't work, though, I'm looking elsewhere, because at this point, let's face it, I'm not, if I don't get a job, like a full job or anything like that, at any point soon, I'm not going to be able to keep streaming. So, like, I've held it off enough. I graduated, last year. So, like, I have probably streamed, as my full-time, for a year and a half now. So it's the sort of thing where it's like, I've held off finding a job long enough. That sucks. Jay Martinez, hello, thank you for the follow. And that is a first place. We finally got a win today. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I am, you know, I will say, once I do end up getting a job, even if it is like a weekend job, or like, even if it doesn't cut into streaming hours, I am gonna say expect lower effort streams for a while, just while I get into the process of it. And then I will go through and kind of like, essentially, as I get money to spend on things, expect quality of streams to go up. Like, I'm going to be exhausted early on. Very much so. But over time, like, I'll be able to put more and more into my streams. Stuff like, you know, actually getting commissions. Like, possibly getting a model. Like, expect actual, like, huge quality upgrades when I actually start getting money. So, like, me... I'm mostly saying this for the sake of, like, me getting a job outside of streaming. Early on, it'll look like it'll negatively impact my streaming. But over time, I'll be able to upgrade things more and more. Which means that overall, streaming will feel better for me. And things will, like, be more in line with what I'm, like, hoping for and wanting. And that'll overall make the stream's qualities go up. It's just like, it'll be slow for a while. Sort of thing. Are you kidding me? That double boomerang was insane. Those boomerangs. Oh, man. Alright, I was gonna do a thing. So, a while ago, but... Okay, nope, okay. Just needed to check. Wow, one of the two people who didn't choose Rainbow Road. How many points am I at? I forgot to check. I keep forgetting. I'm playing for points today. Wow, all the bananas are flying around. You know, so completely, not entirely, but somewhat off topic. I have been, well, I landed that. That was pretty cool. Hello, Powermo. Welcome in. I've been, kind of like, words, holy shit. One of the YouTubers, that I watch, typically, Virtual, plays Trackmania. I have my reasons for this coming up in my brain. But, I've been thinking, it's like, I enjoy playing Mario Kart a lot. The thing that keeps me out of playing something like Trackmania entirely is how much of a learning curve there is for you to get to the points where you can play kind of competitively at all. And Power Mo, I am not playing with viewers, I'm playing in public lobbies. Just because there's not enough people who are interested in playing to do a private lobby. And I don't add random people. You stole the item, no! No, that was gonna be mine. 8668. I feel like I've gone down today. I don't actually know what happened there. Did me accidentally hitting my desk dislodge my Switch for a moment? What the fuck? Okay then. All right. And away we go. I didn't drift well enough. There we go. I always miss that. I am so bad at the shortcuts on this track. It is actually insane. Fourth, we'll take it. Oh, that ending was so tight. That ending was so tight is what she said. Now, if I said that was so tight, then yes, absolutely. But... Alright, we're going to France. Time to meet with the French. This race is going so bad. And it's not even like I'm playing that bad. I'm just getting fucked. And not in a good way. I lost 19 points from that shit show. Fucking hell. I'm trying to figure out what that me on the left is supposed to be. Wow, this is taking a while. I didn't see that over the hill. I don't know how to do that shortcut, so I'm not doing it. I know it's there, and I know it's an official shortcut, but I don't know how to do it. Man, anytime I get any sort of gain. That's it, I'm going for it. Sure, would have been much worse if I didn't. That sucked. Anytime I got any sort of gain on anyone, I would just immediately get hit by some bullshit. And get knocked back. Oh, that sucked. All right. This is like the one tour stage that I don't mind. It's like one of 3 or something like that. Because this one is largely circular. Not circular, but like, it's largely just kind of a loop. There are like some branching paths that you're taking down, but it's nothing like super convoluted. And it's also one that's not entirely overplayed. Because, like, you got simple loop there. You've got another simple loop here. It's not exactly the same, but it's largely similar. Probably not the best case, but I mean, hey, I didn't get hit with the blue shell. Like, honestly, there was no good case there, because if I got hit with the blue shell, would have been passed just as much, if not more. I will take third. Awesome. So I've been thinking of another thing that costs money, but I've been thinking about getting like a heart rate monitor, because I'd love to like do stuff, not like I'd love to do like challenges or stuff like that relating to like not like challenges, but like I'd love to do stuff relating to the idea of like, you know, try and like ultimately at some point down the line, just like if I do end up playing horror games, like I'd love to have one of those up just so you can see how much it affects me. Or like even just playing this, it's like you'll kind of see live like how I react to different like events in games and stuff like that. Like I think that would be awesome. But granted, it's not something I can realistically do given what I've got now, because I don't have a heart rate monitor at the moment, and heart rate monitors cost like a couple $100. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's like, you know, they're decently expensive for what they are, for just kind of like a gimmick thing to put on stream. Yep. Damn it. I tried to hit that thinking I could go in between. Oh, that sucked. Okay. I'm going for items this time. Why was I not drifting? What stopped my drift? I'll take second. I'll take that second. I had a really good third lap there. Almost at 8,700. Bum, bum, bum. You know what I'm gonna do? If web fishing doesn't work out on Friday, I'm actually gonna decide to play some Smash Bros, I think. Some Ultimate. Play some online matches. See if I can't get at least one character into Elite Smash. I think that could be fun. Granted, it would take practice and a lot of time, I'm sure. But there's a lot of games where I'm just like, I staggered out playing them in any sort of like competitive nature just because I'm not a super competitive person when it comes to gaming. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm a competitive person when it comes to gaming, but my competitiveness always needs to be while I'm having fun. If I stop having fun, then I stop being competitive. Because then I just don't care about playing at all. So it's the sort of thing where it's like, something like Mario Maker, right? I got to B rank and then staggered out because I was getting too competitive to the point where I wasn't enjoying playing the game anymore. Because I was just getting frustrated more often than I was, you know, having fun. That's another thing I feel like I might want to, like, you know, try playing. I hate lag trails. Oh, that is so disorienting, like, looking behind me. Like, I know top-level players do it so they can see what's going on behind them so they can know what to look out for. But, like, I could not imagine doing that consistently at all. I'll take fifth. We've crossed the 8,700 mark.
Hooray!
Woo! Hello, Icy. Welcome in. Oh, man. I'll be honest, I almost feel like this game is dying. Not from the standpoint of like, oh, no one wants to play it anymore, but I feel like a lot of the people who are playing it are people who have played it consistently since launch. It's getting very difficult to like find players that like are around my level of play, because a lot of them, like, you know, they do all the shortcuts, they're playing the metas, they're like doing all this sort of stuff. Meanwhile, I'm just here like, hi, I'd like to break 9,000 points, please. Because I'd love to get to 10,000. I think that's the ultimate goal for me, getting to 10,000 points. Getting to the 5th digit. Fucking lag trails. Trying to not get lag trailed by that red shell. Are you kidding me? Oh, this sucks. I cut that so close to the edge of this course. I legitimately cut that so close to the edge. That is insane. Womp womp? What are we womping? Why did we womp? Oh, also, unrelated, but, you know how, I used to say I was really good at mashing and stuff like that, and I would get, like, just because womp, got it. I actually watched a video on the strategy of mashing. I've gotten better. I've always been bad at this course. Like, I'm a different type of bad at this course than I am at, Cheese Road. Jamboree. Alright. I mean, I'm still out of practice, but I think I get about 120 now. On average. For those of you who, don't know, what that is talking about. Domination in Mario Party is a game where you get 10 seconds to mash the button as quick as possible. So I average at about 12 button presses a second. I used to average around 8 a second, but damn it, I tried to go for the double and then just missed. Oh, this is such a bad... Oh, come on! You've got to be kidding me! Oh, okay, third, sure. But yeah, no, I watched a video, about, like, the strategy of mashing and, like, the different things. I can't believe there's a person who can do, like, the 8-fingered button presses. That's insane. Like, that's something like 16 presses a second. Like, that, I can't imagine that. Or not 16, but, like, they actually use, like, 8 fingers and just, like... I don't know. It's so insane. I'll take it. I am trying not to be hit with those red shells. Holy shit. Oh, come on. That one was annoying. Alright, here we go. Once I get through here. Alright, here we go. Whew. Holy shit. I hope it saved at a good point. That moment, I drifted in between the two spinning green shells and kept going. That was insane. All right. Boom. Yay. Sorry, if it looks like I'm looking down, when I'm playing, like, down in the corner, I am, like, heavily focusing on the game. Because it's, like, the way I'm doing this is I'm looking up, because my head is tilted down, I'm looking up at the screen, and the screen is to the right of my camera. So I'm giving, like, a death stare at my monitor while I'm playing. Stop giving me single mushrooms, please. Thank you for giving me something actually useful. From last to second because of that bullet bill. I will take that. But yeah, how has everyone been doing today? And how has your weekend been? I haven't actually properly asked that yet. Oh, come on! Okay, for an update, looking for stuff to do. I see. What update? If you don't mind me asking. That timing. Ugh. It gave me a single mushroom in 11th. You've got to be fucking with me. The game actually gave me a single mushroom in 11th place. That is insane. City Girls 2 getting DLC and a bit of free stuff like color palettes. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. I've heard good things about that game. I haven't really looked too much into it. Because if I remember correctly, it's what? It's like an arcade beat 'em up. Tomorrow? Ah. Very nice. Which arcade beat 'em ups are good, don't get me wrong, but they've never really been my style of gameplay. So I haven't really looked too much into it, but I've heard good things. I've heard the music is phenomenal.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Will do. Thank you for the hydration, Ray. And ads. Oof. Should be back in time before the end of the race. It is a beat 'em up. I see. How many times do I need to be hit out of the air today? I'm so frustrated right now. No! I was literally clicking the button! Shit! I was fully expecting a shock to happen too. I'm so pissed. Alright, welcome back. But yeah, no, beat 'em ups have never really been super my thing. Just from the standpoint of like, you know, as much as I like arcade style games, their controls are always, at least to me, convoluted because of the nature of how, you know, how the games work. It's why I've never been great at Mortal Kombat. I've played Mortal Kombat-like games. I wouldn't say... I don't think I've played Mortal Kombat, like, actually. But I've played, like, Marvel vs. Capcom. That's that same style. I've never been great at that. Just because, like, there's so much combo-wise that requires, like, certain things. Yes, Vala. What? What happened? Ice cream! Well, no, I know. I'm aware that they are two entirely different genres, but I'm using it as an example for, the way the controls are convoluted to me in arcade-style games, in general. I'm not saying specifically beat-em-ups, I'm not saying specifically fighting games, it's just I'm using them as an example. There's a lot more that goes into a, like, joystick and two-button combo than, 4 buttons and 2 joysticks. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to get at. There's a lot more complexity to mechanics in arcade-style games in general. For example, Hollow Break. Made by the same person who made Hollow Cure. That is an arcade-style beat-em-up. Not that I found it confusing, but it's the sort of thing where it was like, there was enough happening that my brain, like, didn't understand, I guess? I don't know how to put this. Trying to deal with all the mechanics of the game was very confusing to me. Not confusing, but like, I struggled to adapt. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I struggled to adapt to the game's mechanics. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, arcade style games in general, I tend to not be great at. And so they're not my type of game because when I'm not decent at a game, I get frustrated at the game because things aren't working the way I'm trying to get them to. And so I get frustrated at the game and I stop having fun with the game. So it's just not my style of game. But that is all to say, I haven't looked into River City Girls. I have heard it is good. I have heard the music is phenomenal. I just haven't looked into it. That's where I was going with that. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm starting to get into the levels where I'm hitting shortcut clones. For those of you who don't know, Shortcat is a YouTube, maybe TikTok, Mario Kart creator who gives a bunch of like tips about professional Mario Kart playing. And he's had a bunch of like people quote unquote clone his stuff as a way of like, you know, when they meet in matches, it's like, okay, these are people that like watch his stuff, whatnot. And I'm finally getting into the levels where I'm playing against those sorts of people. Are you kidding me? That hit me. I mean, I'll take second there, I guess, but... Ew. This game has simple moves. Yeah, it's... I don't know. It's one of those things. I would have to look into it. I would have to look into it to see whether it'd be something I might enjoy. I just haven't. I need to go through and delete a bunch of stuff on Twitter, but okay, so for reference, I'm gonna say this now. I have privated my Twitter account. I have not fully deleted it. I mentioned on Twitter. I'm talking about my main Twitter, by the way. I posted on it saying I was gonna delete the account. I'm not going to fully delete it. The reason I'm not going to fully delete it is so that way no one else takes my username and ends up pretending to be me at some point down the line. That is the entire reason I am still keeping the account. That is it. I'm not going to be posting on there. I'm not going to be looking at stuff on there. It is essentially gone. It is just a matter of I am not going to be deleting it just so no one else can pretend to be me on the platform. I don't have a mushroom for this, which means I'm not gonna be first. Really? Okay, this is where I lose because I don't have a mushroom. Yep. Right there. Alright. Anyway, I am gonna be going through probably later today, if not tomorrow. And I'm gonna be essentially, I'm not gonna delete all my tweets, but I'm going to delete most of them. So it is going to essentially be an empty account, but I might post every once in a while just to keep the account quote-unquote active so it doesn't get taken from me. But nothing is going to be... Like, I'm not going to be posting schedules on there anymore. I'm not going to be posting anything related to content on there anymore. It is totally going to be an account keep up so that no one else takes it. Essentially. However, my 18 plus account, well, should say my NSFW account, I'm struggling to figure out what I want to do with it. Because let me put my perspective into view. I use Blue Sky now. Blue Sky is my main platform that I post stuff like updates on, outside of Discord. However, what I'm noticing, a lot of the accounts that I follow, a lot of the accounts that I interact with, a lot of the accounts that I would typically interact with on Twitter are not posting the content over on Blue Sky. They have their Blue Sky accounts and they post every once in a while, but a majority of their content is still on Twitter. Including all of the interact stuff. Like, you know, those posts that are like, oh, interact with this, if this. Or like, post pics down below and I'll rate your models sort of thing. They don't post that stuff on Blue Sky. Which makes it very difficult to stay completely off of Twitter. So far, I've been cross-posting everything. Not cross-posting, but I've been posting the same thing on everything. And my Blue Sky is getting a lot more traction than my Twitter ever did. So, I I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do there. Cause it's like the whole mindset of like, oh, I'll swap only if everyone else swaps too. It's like, okay, if everyone does that, no one's swapping anywhere. I don't want to post on Twitter anymore, but it feels like I'm obligated to because no one else is posting on Blue Sky or no one else is doing interactables on Blue Sky. It's so awkward to try and deal with. So I'm debating what I want to do there. Because I would love to just completely outright stop posting on Twitter. I would love to. I would love to delete the app and never touch it again. But I'm kind of not being given options if I want to interact with people. Because like I can sit and I can refresh my Blue Sky feed for 3 hours straight. Nothing changes. I can do it for an entire day and I'll get like 3 new posts. I follow the same amount of people on Blue Sky as I did on Twitter. But I do it on Twitter. I refresh after 5 minutes, a new post is up. So it's very hard to get completely off of Twitter from a content standpoint. Despite the fact my stuff personally does so much better on Blue Sky. I don't know what to do with that. But essentially my main platform here is Blue Sky. If you want to do that, it's the same as my Twitter was. The same handles. So you got Azumari and then Azazu AD. Yeah. I think I've got one post on Blue Sky that I didn't post on Twitter. Just because I forgot to and then just never went back to do it. So it's just the sort of thing where I'm like, I don't know. I'm frustrated at the state of things because I mentioned on my 18+ Twitter specifically, like, I'm mainly posting on Blue Sky. The only reason I'm still posting on the account and still doing stuff on the Twitter account is because there's people I want to interact with on Twitter. That's it. Once those people have Blue Sky accounts, I'm getting rid of it. But even now, it's like everyone is still mainly posting on Twitter, and it's frustrating because I don't want to, but I'm kind of have to. It's like, ugh. But damn it! I had such a good blue shell dodge, too. Don't throw that backwards. Don't throw that backwards. Please don't throw that backwards. Oh man, for some reason I can try a special with that. Yeah, it's It's not so much how many buttons. It's the fact that buttons do different things depending on different contexts that causes me to have, like, issues with arcade-style games. Because, like, even, for example, Terry in Smash Bros. Is largely based on his moveset in, King of Fighters. The combo moves, where you have to move the joystick certain directions, like, it's like quarter turn down to left or down to right and then hit the button and stuff like that. That stuff I can't, not that I can't wrap my head around it, but it's like I can't physically, like, mechanically my brain doesn't do that properly, I guess. Of actual combos. Well, yeah, but I'm saying that's the sort of thing where it's like, it's very, because there's so few buttons, it depends heavily on circumstance of how the character is interacting with the world around them, that button will do something different. That's what I'm trying to get at there. That lost me so much fucking time. Oh, I'm actually pissed. I'm actually pissed at that. That lost me so much fucking time. Played all of these. Antisocial femboy. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Big sip. Wow, there are not a lot of people playing right now, huh? And it's Cheap Cheap Beach. All right. And away we go. I don't think we're getting 9,000 today. Just gonna point that out. I don't think we're getting to 9,000 points. My goal now is to get past 8,900 before the end of stream. But no promises there, because I'm starting to run short. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Thought I was just out of the range. Okay. Ooh, triple mushroom is actually really good. Alright, and we're out. Damn it. You'll be out of that before it hits. Oh, I used that too early. Ah, shit. Well, Vala, like I said, what I've been saying is I haven't looked into it because it hasn't been my style of game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I wouldn't like it. I'm saying it just wasn't my style of game, so I've never looked into it. That's what I've been saying. I've just been saying why I haven't looked into it and why that wasn't my style of game typically. I know different games have different mechanics and different styles and all that sort of stuff. It's just one I haven't looked into because from what I've seen, most are like that. I'll probably only do a couple more. Before I end for today. Just cause, like I said, I'm getting to that point where, I'm starting to, run low on energy. And so, you know, running low on energy isn't always the best thing when, not only when playing, not only when streaming, but also just when playing Mario Kart. Mario Kart is one of those types of games where playing on autopilot isn't really the greatest. Because you tend to, like, run into stuff like that when you're running on autopilot. And so you don't play as well. Oh, why the boomerang? Sure, take the boomerang. Sure, hit me with my own boomerang. Oh, this sucks. Oh, man. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go until either we get a first place or a Rainbow Road. I think that'll be my stopping point for today. So whenever one of those two things happens. Just as kind of a way to, like, have an active cutoff. Either that or until, like, you know, I'm just overly done.
2 hours later, lol.
Honestly. So many Yoshis in the front. Why? Why do metas have to be a thing? They're so fucking dumb. I tried to get the item and just didn't. Wow, okay, that was interesting. That green shell might have given me the win. Granted, I play my cards right. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. Well, that's a first place. Oh man. I'm gonna see what courses we have available. Okay, I need Baby Park. I'm sorry. If we get Baby Park, that is insane. That or Rock Mountain, because Rock Mountain is one of those courses that we always get Rock Mountain. But this will be the last one, unless we get Rainbow Road after that. I'm changing the cutoff slightly. We got the first place, now we're getting Baby Park or Rock Mountain. Last one, I promise. 10 races later. Yeah, no, at this point it's just going purely based off of courses that are available. If we get no courses that I'm like actively like, this is one of the like funny courses to have, then I'm just gonna drop it. That's it. And there's a lot of those. A lot of the non-funny courses, I should specify. This always felt like a Pokemon theme to me. I mean, quite fitting, right? Being in 10th place for the final race. I got a coin in 2nd place. What the hell? Damn it. I am invincible. Oh, that felt so fucking good. Holy shit. Look at all those Yoshis. What the fuck? Oh, man. A game you tease. You fucking tease, game. It might literally be like 10 races if we keep getting these. Please, baby park. Are you kidding me? Right in the middle of all the baby parks. You're fucking joking. Oh, it's gonna feel so bad if I lose this. If I can keep these mushrooms throughout this lap and the next, that would be awesome. It's not gonna happen, but... I started drifting the wrong way. Yep, this feels more like what I'm used to. Fuck it. What do we get? Green shell. Okay. Nothing! Doesn't matter. No! I'm pissed! Oh, that's so... Oh, that feels so bad! Oh, that one fucking fireball just ruined my first place there. Oh, fucking hell, that edged me so fucking hard. And that's it. That felt so fucking bad. Oh. That was gonna be such a fucking pop-off. I would have won too. Like... Oops. Like, why is it? Either way. Like, right... This fireball. Right there. I am going to boost. And the thing with that is that it launches me into the off-road, which makes it incredibly difficult to regain any, like, speed to, like, drift. And then, at this point, first place is getting past to the point where I'm able to do the shortcut and get to them. Because I have a red shell I was going to throw as well to help with that. It sucked so fucking bad. Oh. Oh, that hurts. Ah. Alright, well, horrible way to end it, but I'm ending for today. So with that, everyone, thank you so much for coming by. Hope you all have a wonderful time zone. Make sure you take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bwah.